Hello. Welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I am here 366 days this year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. We've got epic troll slayers who have kept us safe for years. We've got Lord of the Rings level troll slayers. It's amazing. Yes. And we've got a fantastic community here because of you. You've been so kind to each other. You've been so kind to me. You've been so kind to Miss Sarah. Thank you. And if you're watching this on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. Miss Sarah is with us today and tomorrow.
Yes, yay.
Everything's better with Miss Sarah around.
Oh, thank you.
And sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I was just saying thank you. That's all.
Okay. So you've got that down below. Yeah, I'm on my staycation. So nothing has changed from your perspective out there in the land, but Miss Sarah has been above and beyond, helping me out all week. Thank you.
You're most welcome. And I'm sorry for the change of venue today. Those who hang out with us on Sprints will know that this is the crafting corner behind me. All that is yarn and the yarn wall.
Ooh.
The whole wall back there full of bins and whatnot. But we're having wind gusts, which has knocked my internet on and off and on and off and on and off. And I can't tether in the metal building. So I am in here in case I need to tether. And that way the show will go on and Freddie Mercury will be proud and all will be right with the world. So, yes.
Well, it has stopped at the moment, but it has been snowing in Chicago.
Oh, wow.
And it may not look like a lot, but it's been quite a bit. And yeah, it's quite pretty, but it's a lot. So
wow.
Right now it's just a little bit. It's snowing just a little, but yeah. So there is that. So I thought today this would be a good overlay for Chicago with snow. Ta-da!
Very pretty.
All right,
it's very, very pretty.
Thank you. Also, okay, are you ready? Is everybody ready? Are you ready? Are you sitting? Are you relaxing? Because I literally brought my kettle, my mug, and my tea bag. They're having the blackcurrant Twinings. Yep. So I just need to plug in my little mini kettle. No, B. Smith, I haven't been shoveling yet. It's better to just wait till it's done. So, because I don't have to go out in it, so may as well just let it accumulate and do it once. But I'm gonna plug in my kettle. One moment. Oh, I'm definitely a Twinings person. Twinings green, says Raymond. Excellent. All right, this I forgot. That's right. This thing has to go down here because the cord is very short. So there, and plug this in. Just 1 second. Hold, please.
Oh no, you're good.
Hit the button. Haha. Put that back there. There. Okay. All right.
Okay. Well,
are we? Can we start with the video?
Let me move it. 1 second. Yes, we absolutely can.
Okay. SW says, I totally agree with you about the one and done on the shoveling thing. Oh yeah. Well, I still, like I said, I'm much better and I'm getting better, but I still have a herniated disc. And so just not in a big hurry to,
Yeah. Okay. 1 second.
So,
All
I'll
right.
just start explaining, if that's okay.
Oh no, that's fine. That's fine at 5 minutes 20 seconds.
Okay. So yesterday there was a hearing on whether or not to hold Hunter Biden in contempt of Congress because he's happy to show up, but he will not testify behind closed doors where everything will be spun. He's like, no. All you let me testify in public, I'm there. So they're saying, no, you're not doing it the way we want to, therefore you're in contempt of Congress. So on the day he was supposed to be there, he showed up and talked out front. He's like, I'm here. If they'll talk in public, I'm here. So then yesterday, as I said, they were going to have a vote on holding Hunter Biden in contempt of Congress. And he showed up in the hearing room right there. And if Comer, who was chairing, had just sworn him in, he would have testified. He said, I'm ready to testify right now. Just swear me in. We'll do it right here in public, in the hearing room. But Marjorie Trader in the past has thought it would just be perfectly bullying of her to hold up the naked photographs of Hunter Biden during the hearing, blown up, and I mean like this big, and hold that up. And so Hunter Biden was there, and Comer started the hearing. But the way it usually works is they start the hearing, and then the chairperson will say something about, all right, will the person testifying come forward to be sworn in and to give their statement?
Right.
And then you go start asking, then the chair says, okay, this person has X amount of time to speak. But if the chairman just starts and goes, okay, these people have this amount of time to speak, without swearing anybody in or calling anybody up, they're not going to.
Right.
So, Hunter Biden, he sat there and he waited. And they started the hearing. Comer's doing the thing. So Comer decides he's going to give Marjorie Trader Greene time to speak. So blowing off Hunter Biden, who's sitting right there, and handing control to the woman who in the past has put up stolen naked photos of this man in a hearing room. And I have got to say, there is a level of bullying in this. And I know that I say often how, she is a terrible person. She is a sadist. And I'm sorry, but my personal opinion is, having seen her, having read on her, she is a sadist. She literally gets endorphins from humiliating and hurting other people. We've seen it. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not just. And what kind of person does that?
Right.
So she started talking, and Hunter Biden got up and walked out. And so, no, and she went nuts. obviously he can't handle a strong Republican woman. He's a coward. He's a coward. And she kept saying that. He's a coward. And I'm thinking, sticks and stones, grow up.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to...
Yeah.
After what his family's been through.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. So, after that, after she went on her tirade, what does she pull out? These great, a thing of poster board, big, heavy poster boards on her lap with her initials on the back.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Chairperson, I'd like to enter information into the record.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
At that point, Jamie Raskin.
Bay.
We love Jamie Raskin.
I love him. God, I love that man.
Mm-hmm.
So
he had something to say. So shall we join C-SPAN? It's just like a minute long.
Please, let's.
Okay.
Time's expired.
Mr. Chairman, I ask unanimous consent to enter information for the record.
What's the information?
Oh, my God.
State the information.
Thank
There
you.
they
I
are.
reserve the right to object. The minority has not provided a copy of the material for the record. In the past, she's displayed pornography. Is pornography allowed to be, or pornographic photos allowed to be displayed in this committee room, Mr. Chairman?
It's not pornography.
Okay, well, you're the expert. How do you?
I'm not an expert, Mr. Raskin.
Seems like it.
Oh, gosh. Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, how much do we love him?
Mm-hmm.
You're the expert.
I love that man. Which all of this, because we weren't able to get to this yesterday, but all of this plays into Valerie's question. You know, after she pulled out all of that, and Jamie Raskin was just at his best. Considering that she's bringing all of this in public again, last time Hunter Biden filed an ethics complaint against her for displaying his stolen photographs. This time, will he go beyond an actual ethics complaint and sue her? Because those are stolen photos. There's no reason for her to show them publicly, for one.
And there's absolutely no. Now, her saying she's doing her job, unfortunately, will protect her to some extent. But she is vile.
Yeah.
I mean, we are beyond mean girl. We are. She is a sadist.
Oh yeah. Regina George would be like, wow. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, Heather from Heather's.
Yeah, would be. Yeah.
Well, that's too far.
That's a bit much. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh goodness. Can I just say that I absolutely love that within a 90-second time frame you referenced both Mean Girls and Heathers. I love you.
I love you too, my friend.
Okay.
That's interesting.
What you got?
The energy in the cards are saying there's a possibility. I don't know about legally, but there's some way she actually has to be quiet. Because the card for the reading, and that's not literal.
Right.
But there's some big ending, change. Huh. because right now, yeah, she doesn't listen.
Mm-mm.
Ethics, reasonableness, kindness, decency. No.
What are those?
What are those? She's a bully.
Mm-hmm.
She will stab you. She will metaphorically stab you in the heart without a single. Matter of fact, never forget this. She was literally kicking the heels of a woman in front of her who she thought wasn't walking fast enough, even though this woman was walking perfectly fast. But the woman was asking her questions
She didn't like, yeah.
that she didn't like. So she literally, it's on video, was just started kicking the back of this woman's heels.
Mm-hmm.
But why is there sudden silence on her part?
Mm.
Adding insult to injury, and then we're watching this like, ooh.
Did she finally write a check with her mouth that her butt can't cash?
I still wonder if maybe she wrote a check that Jack Smith is going to cash.
Well, now.
I know Isabel March has to be quiet. That would be torture for her. Valerie Sargent says, I texted Jasmine Crockett and she texted back, I just love her. Aw, that's wonderful.
Jasmine Crockett is amazing. I love her.
Oh, yes. Linda H says, yes, she's obsessed with private parts. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if kindness and decency and all those other words that don't describe her are in her version of the dictionary that was confiscated. Maybe. She's in Georgia, not Florida, but still close enough. Maybe her good dictionary. I don't know. Lisa Graham, she should be pranked without mercy, starting with a whoopee cushion. Oh my God.
Her power just suddenly is just. She's suddenly a page of wands. Since when is Marjorie Trader Green a page of wands? She's always the queen of wands. She's always the queen. The wands in this deck work out to be. I get the wands for the far right. MAGA. Why is she a page? And see, and in this deck, there were 2 extra cards that I just left in. I just thought, oh, what the heck? I'll just leave them in. So the reading starts with a page of cards, too. I got both pages. No, pages of. No, this is a page of swords. Okay, there are double things, but that's a page of wands. This is a page of swords. Speech and debate clause isn't going to protect her from everything. Things coming to light. This is the whole country and her part in the heinousness that hurt the whole country. Major arcana. I do not get good cards on this woman. But as far as Hunter Biden goes, he just wants to go home. Fool. That explains her pretty well. Card for the reading. She's not going to listen. Not going to listen. Sword of truth. Justice. And remember, we've done this before where we've looked at her. It's just an ongoing thing. I read on Marjorie Trader Green. She has big legal problems in the future, over and over and over and over and over. I know it seems too good to be true because it seems like nothing has slowed her down.
Right.
But it just keeps coming up, going. I have hot water for my tea.
Very, very interesting. Well, thank you, Valerie, for that question. And
Oh no, I was just gonna say I like the black currant Twinings black tea black currant flavor because for some reason it adds some kind of, even though there aren't any berries in there, it adds some kind of natural sweetness to it, and I don't need to put any sweetener in it.
Hey.
Whereas Earl Grey, it's like double sweet.
Yeah.
So okay, not important.
No, you're good. While we're on the subject of deer hunter.
Oh,
at
hang on 1 second. I'm so sorry, Sarah. Linda Kingsley says she was the upside down Queen of Wands, a bitter, mean-mouthed woman that is slowly losing her problems. Losing her problems. Read my comment before, you'll see she's going broke and the new toy boy wants to leave.
Okay.
Yeah. And Sharon Rice says she's got a target letter. Did she?
Maybe. I think they're basing that off of what you're saying, that maybe Jack is.
I don't think he's
actually
sent out
gotten a
target letters yet.
letter.
Yeah, I think we'd hear all about it.
Oh yeah.
Mary Smith's asking, is it decaf? No.
All right. At 21:30, Sharon asked, after Hunter Biden threw a spanner into the committee hearing by showing up, they still voted to hold him in contempt after he left. Is this going to bite them in the rear? This particular Congress is the way that they are treating this poor man going to come back and bite them in the rear by the time it's all said and done?
Oma Sheila the Quilter wants to know what a target letter is.
That is when a legal body like a district attorney or the DOJ or a special counselor, when you get a letter that says, "Hey, we're looking at you. You're going to be indicted. We're just letting you know you are the subject of an investigation." So, and the only reason I knew that before all of this was Trump is I watched entirely too much Sopranos. So, Rico,
That's good.
yeah, Rico will come.
What am I reading on again?
You are reading about whether or not this particular Congress is if it's going to bite them in the behind the way that they've treated Hunter Biden.
Considering it ends like that. Card for the reading. There's Biden, President Biden.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to make this is tied up in the whole them trying to impeach him, Biden. Now this is not working, but they're trying to raise money off of it, of course, but it's not working. And their whole attack on Biden is apparently going to go nowhere. And not only are there, I just keep getting Jack Smith going after these people, but also there's everything with Trump.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Mm-hmm. And Faye makes a good point. This man is a private citizen. He's, how terrifying is it that someone in Congress on Capitol Hill can have an axe to grind with you and decide to put your stolen nude photographs out for the entire world to see?
I've got to look again. Come on, Hunter.
That is
sue her. That's
crazy.
That's not a part of your showing stolen photos is not a part of your job. For someone who you just want to come in as a witness.
Mm-hmm.
No, he just wants to go home. We know it's wrong.
Yeah. People
know it's wrong. She is so out there. She's so gross.
Oh,
but
yeah.
He just wants to go home. He just wants to go home.
Poor
He's
dude.
got enough to worry about. And in California at some point we should probably look at the tax charges and stuff
Yeah, I know he pled not guilty yesterday.
Yeah,
Do you want to look at that now?
sure.
Okay.
I'm sorry to jump all over the place.
No, you're good. At 25, and how is the California tax trial looking for Hunter?
Jeff
After he
Sitzman.
pled. Go ahead.
Jeff Sitzman, you are correct. It is revenge prawn. This is the same kind of thing. And there are laws against that.
Mm-hmm.
Gina's Place says every time people attack the Biden family, more people vote for Joe. Valerie Sargent says, and it's not a piece of criminal evidence either. Exactly. It doesn't prove anything they're saying about money or. All right, in California. And here's the thing. What are they going to do?
Yeah.
Honestly, what are they going to do? He's already paid the IRS. He's paid them everything he owes them, plus all the penalties. All the interest, all the penalties. He's paid them everything. And the whole point of the interest and penalties is that it's a penalty. I hate to, excuse me. There's a penalty.
Yeah.
He's already paid.
You can't just randomly decide the penalty wasn't penalty enough after it's already been done. It's like, no. Well, I think, personally, you should have served 7 detentions instead of the 2 that you did. So just come back. No, that's not how it works.
Oh, and in all caps, I have got to completely agree with Kathy Marino. How is that MTG's job to show naked pictures of Hunter? Exactly.
It's not.
We know why this is happening. It's because there was some kind of deal, and then the special prosecutor basically got so much heat from the Republicans. So, yeah. Look, he's the son of Joe Biden. That's the only going after him.
Yep.
Was he a drug addict? Yes. Did he do some things wrong? Yes. If this was actually fair, would I want him to go to prison for anything he did that was illegal? Yeah.
Of course.
Because I'm not on the side of, our side. Nobody on our side should. Who's that guy's name? Menendez?
Yeah.
A prison.
Yeah.
From what we've seen,
So much
I want
prison.
him to I want to see him get a fair trial. But on the whole, prison for a long time and get out of Congress. You're a disgrace.
Absolutely.
Page of Cups. So, child of the king. Well, it's not technically, but it is technically. Child of the king of cups, Biden. They're on the right. They're just trying to cause rancor. So there was a legal decision made. The thing about it is, not only is the prosecutor acting a fool, but Hunter Biden is essentially taking a knee. He's pleading not guilty, but he's saying, I was an addict. I've admitted that. I have done what I could to make up for it. I have paid the penalty to the IRS. I've paid the interest. I've paid everything I owe. Now, are they going to try to go after him on the gun charge? Because I don't think that's a California thing, is it?
I don't know.
I thought that was
so.
Delaware.
Yeah.
And it ends with a big old justice card. So I need a clarifier on that because it's a big old justice card. I mean, it's other than we know who's behind this for the reading, it's the only major arcana here. So what does this justice card mean? Does it mean that Hunter Biden walks? Or that they're going to make an example? Jeff Sitzman says, it sounds like Hunter has agreed to a deposition. Thank you. Julie Hinners says, is it, yeah, two N's, Tinners. I think that's how you say it, sorry. The gun charge is still pending. Oh, grief. DLC, yes, it's Delaware for the gun charge. Oh, 3 cards. He paid the penalties. The big bags of money, he handed them over. Here, have the big bags of money. These people on the far right screeching their tires end up on the defensive.
Yep.
Queen of Cups, happy.
Okay.
So, matter that feels like Jill.
All right.
What was his mother's name? Nelia? Is that her name?
I am not quite sure on that.
Hunter. Yeah, again, they're on the defensive. The Republicans feeling beaten up. Things are not going well for them. They're trying to make a lot of noise, and they're going to have an absolute meltdown at the end. Okay.
All right.
Angela M says, breaking news. Speaker reached a deal with the Dems.
He'll be out soon.
Bye.
Right. And there's actually something about that in the questions for later, but yeah, that's
Where's my phone? It's not
I'm
here.
not sure.
It should be. It was here. I've lost my mind.
Did you leave it in there when you went to? There we go. Okay.
I plugged it in and I put it out of the way.
Gotcha.
Hang on, let me check in the news. Oh, we didn't even get to the court drawings yet.
No, that's next we're looking at Moskowitz and Comer.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. The Hill is saying 33 minutes ago, Hunter Biden reverses course, says he would sit for a closed-door House deposition with new subpoena. Okay. Oregon Supreme Court won't remove Trump from the ballot for now. We'll wait on the Supreme Court decision.
Okay.
And okay. All right. So nothing there yet, but
okay.
Matter of time.
So I'm going to ask this question and then I'm going to minimize real quick because I need to run around the corner really fast. So James Comer has an issue with Jared Moskowitz, who is a Democrat from Florida.
Can I tell the story?
You absolutely can. In fact, I'm going to let you do that real quick and I'll be right back.
Okay. You're going to love this. If you don't know this already, you're going to love this. Okay. So, on the one hand, we've got Representative Moskowitz, Democrat. And on the right, my right, we've got Chairperson Comer, right? Well, they've gotten into it before in arguments. Guess who's had the more reasonable arguments? So let me share photos. Share screen. All right. Oh, this isn't the thing yet. Hang on. We'll get there. Here we go. Okay, so and sorry about these particular. They're not the best graphics, but this is kind of what I've got handy. So what happened? That over is Jared Moskowitz. Back in November, they had a dust up in the House Oversight Committee where Representative James Comer said to Jared Moskowitz, "You look like a Smurf," because he's wearing this blue jacket. The two yelled over each other as Moskowitz jabbed at Comer's past financial dealings. Comer using a swear word several times. Okay, so that's how it went. And what he was wearing was this. All right, so you can get the full effect. Okay? It's a fashion choice. Don't know. All right, blue plaid, whatever. So yesterday, Moskowitz came to the hearing dressed like this. Those are blue shoes. Actually, they look like boots. And a Smurf tie. And sat there during the whole hearing like that. Basically just trolling. Just trolling Comer. And back here, this was, I love this. This was actually back in November too, but talk to Jared Moskowitz. He said James Comer needs a mental health day. I think it was on display today that this has gotten under the chairman's skin, so I'm going to give him a moment to collect himself. Moskowitz says, not offended by the Smurf comment. I'm living rent-free in his head. So the trolling is just, yes, Cherry Bomb, Gargamel Comer, exactly. The trolling. Anyway, true, Viola Blue. Smurfs are voting for Biden. Oh my gosh. So really, Valerie Sargent said he's sassy. So really, it's a, basically things are not going well for Comer. And I want to know, is he feeling the heat? Is he feeling the trolling? Is it getting under his skin that people are pointing out his potentially nefarious dealings? The fact that for 3 years he's been saying, we're going to have evidence. You're going to have evidence. 3 years and you don't have evidence. Really? So Comer. Oh boy. I thought the blue boots were a nice touch.
Very much so.
You okay?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I just ran back in here real fast.
No. I just want to make sure you're okay.
Thanks.
Is Comer feeling the heat? These cards are pathetic. Mr. MAGA is a page, not a king. Not a king, not a knight.
Of course.
It's a page. In a regular deck of cards, this would be a jack. Not a knight, not a queen, not a king. Just, but he's the party faithful, and he's desperately trying to get attention off of Trump, and he's really gonna feel it when Jack Smith starts talking about people in Congress for January 6th.
Mm-hmm.
Deflect, deflect, deflect. Oh, shiny, shiny, shiny. But he doesn't have much.
Yeah, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Yes.
Mhm.
Mm.
So, but he's going to keep trying to, as things get worse, he's just going to keep trying to pull a rabbit out of a hat. And this is the traditional card of the con man.
Mm.
So, how is Comer doing? I don't know how I don't know what I would do if, well, first of all, I wouldn't attack people without evidence.
That part.
At least,
That part.
yeah. Or more specifically, I wouldn't attack people without like verification kind of stuff, because I don't, I'm an average person, and we are dependent on the news media and this kind of
Exactly.
stuff.
But also, you are like I and most of the people here watching. We don't like to let ourselves look like horses' butts in public. So we make sure we have all of our I's dotted and T's crossed before we pull a Chicken Little and start screaming that the sky is falling. It's not even drizzling, much less hailing, much less anything else.
I'm sorry, the stock market hit an all-time high in the last couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Becca from House of Lenormand. Do follow Becca. Do follow House of Lenormand.
Yes.
Follow Becca and Brexy.
Mm.
He's their great hope. That's sad. He's his stupidity. He's the best they've got. And he's got nothing.
Imagine if that's what you gotta attach your little wet rag into. So that's what we're latching on to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Joyce Matthews says, even the Fox News anchor said, it's been 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
Teresa Ford, the great blight hope. Perfect.
I love that.
Yes.
Okay. Well, and here's the other one that you were excited to talk about with show and tell today.
Mm-hmm.
At 43 minutes, Trump and Alina Habba were the butt of many jokes after the court sketches were released from yesterday's hearing. Oh my.
When bad art is good fun.
Mm-hmm.
Let me share. Let me go back to here. All right. Again, I'm sorry the images aren't closer up, but
While you're pulling that up, Becca said, just signed Braxy and I up for some more training classes. She's doing so well. We just need to keep working on her leash manners as she gets excited when there's a lot of distractions. Well, so do I. So, Braxy, honey, I'm with you. I'm totally with you.
Oh. Okay, so in Newsweek, this was the headline: Alina Habba, Donald Trump court sketches spark an avalanche of jokes. They didn't, and I honestly wish this had been more of a BuzzFeed article. So when they say avalanche, that actually like show a bunch of them. But really, the one that they the only one they really mentioned that was worth repeating. One person wrote, somebody better buy the court sketch artist a drink for this Habba drawing. Another added, this artist really picked up on the evil.
Yes.
That was good. So that, I know it's small on the screen, but
the link to this one is in the description box if anybody wants to go and blow it up. But it's yeah.
No. Yeah, it's as big as I can make it, I'm afraid. Yeah, it's her chin's out to here, and the nose is it's kind of glorious.
Yeah, they sort of made Alina Habba look like Maleficent, but not as good.
Yeah. And then Trump looks like he just sucked on a lemon.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was another sketch that I ran across, and I scrolled in to make it big because Trump and Habba and Kais were off to the side.
Mm-hmm.
This is that. It looks like, I don't know, it's like a paralysis on one side of which I do not wish on anybody, but it's just what?
Yeah,
Yeah. So this has got to be getting to Trump.
Oh yeah. I mean, he prides himself on his image, and this is not. No.
Mhm.
All right.
So is this getting to? And when I say bad art, I mean bad art.
I mean,
Oh.
I enjoyed it.
Oh, well, afterwards, after that hearing yesterday, they went down to 40 Wall Street or whatever it is, where Trump has that other building he owns,
Mhm.
and that has a roster of people who've lived there.
Yeah.
That is like, if you added up all the rap sheets in that building,
Oh yeah.
you'd need to go down to the treasury to borrow some paper.
Oh yeah. You could do a spin-off of that Steve Martin thing, like Only Criminals in the Building.
Yeah, exactly. But she just stood up there before Trump spoke, and she stood up there and she just lied.
Of course she did.
I mean, just flat out everything Trump wants to hear that we know is not true. Your wind, the hot air is not stopping the other side. No. And your least favorite thing, Trump, temperance, is right there. A legal decision is coming. And Trump still thinks they'll appeal, they'll do whatever. He's going to, matter of fact, mentally, to some extent, it feels like he's kind of moved on to the E. Jean Carroll thing, because he wants to, I think he mentioned that last night too, did he? I can't remember. But oh yeah, because it's not just there. He's recently been railing that he's never met the woman. He's never seen her before. There's one photograph of her and her great husband, who she said horrible things about when they divorced. It's not 1979 anymore, Trump. You can't just talk like, well, women are hysterical and horrible, and if a man says another man's a good guy, then he must be.
Yeah.
You're in the wrong century. Poverty out in the cold. Tentacles. Your ship, if your ship's coming in, it's going to have rats in it.
It's bringing the plague.
Just to him.
Well, speaking of other cases,
Oh, yeah, that's a point, Sandy Miller. He never met her, but she trashed her husband.
mm, mm,
Yeah.
isn't that a coinky dink? Yeah. Well, at 50 minutes, 20 seconds, Kimber was wondering, we haven't heard much about the hush money case lately. How's Bragg feeling about it? How's that one going along?
Good. He's ignoring Trump and the screeching and the wailing. He's being very quiet. Trump had money and he made a stupid decision about a naked woman. Bragg's ready to bring it to light and do what needs to be done.
All right.
So he's ready to go.
Cool. That's what we like to hear. All right. At 51:40. Go ahead.
Sorry to derail things for a minute, but there was something Hal was talking about last night that Hal Sparks was talking about that I think is really, I think is important for all of us to kind of think about, because it was something I hadn't quite twigged to. If you watched Dumpy's town hall on Fox the other night, and if you did,
bless you.
Bless you. And and yes, I'm allowed to tell that joke because my family's Catholic and I was Catholic until I was 16. And it's a solar cross. So
there you
anyway. Go. If you watch that thing with Trump, he started sniffing and snorting increasingly as it went on. Yesterday, when he went in, and now this is something I noticed, when he went into the hearing yesterday with Engoron, if you know how they had that camera on him first thing, he can't breathe through his nose, or he can't much, because he would wait. He was posing for the camera. He was testing different facial expressions, but he'd have to stop like a fish. He was just. Like he couldn't get the air.
Yeah.
So, and then Hal last night was talking about how people who use substances to kind of get by, to make things work. He said they're like people in a pool who are holding on to the staircase to climb out. And they don't want to go away from it. And as they're under pressure, as they're under stress, even subconsciously, their bodies start craving that thing. So as Trump is sitting there, entertainment only YouTube, but the theory is, if as he's sitting there longer and longer and he's under the strain, and he was so paranoid. He was saying that Fox, they yeah, well, of course you chose bad questions for me. And they're like, no, we didn't. We just used what they said. And he's like, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
But as it went on, it was just snorting and
Mm. Mm.
So I just want to, sorry, I just want to read on allergies, or why can't Trump breathe through his nose very well?
All right. Why indeed?
Do you have is there any way you could do a quick look on YouTube for the video of yesterday of, because it was a pool reporter who took the video of him sitting in the courtroom beforehand?
Okay.
Or I can do it, but David
No,
Miner
you're good.
is suggesting he stuffs French fries up his nose. Cindy Sigurdson says his cartilage in his nose is gone from the years of abuse.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Faye says, I have allergies. My nose swells when it's stuffed. Okay.
All I can think of is a quote from Stevie Nicks from an interview that she did many, many years ago. And of course, I don't remember it verbatim, but yeah, she stopped extracurricular substances kind of out of vanity because she went to go to the doctor and they were like, your nose is about to fall out. Like, all of your innards are about to come out. So stop. And she was like, oh, no, that would, no. Mm-mm, mm-mm. So,
I'm trying. I am looking at these cards and I'm trying to see, okay, how could I get to allergies? How could I get to allergies or something like okay, like this one card could be read as allergies. All the stuff flying through the air. But I've got 10 cards here. 1 out of 10 isn't quite gonna cut it. Secrets, things that are occult in the old-fashioned, because the meaning of the word occult is hidden. Hidden knowledge. This is something that's been going on for quite a while. But as he's gotten older, entertainment only. Entertainment only. Here, let me show you. Let me show you this way. I can zoom in on the one. Okay. This has been going on for a while. A little pick me up here. A little not steady, and then woohoo, leading to a big victory, and then a crash. And you'd think, well, wait a second, that's the 2 of Pentacles. It's usually just unsteady. Oh yeah, it's unsteady. Let me see if I can get this thing to focus. Her expression. I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of manic.
mm-hmm.
Sorry,
A little bit.
Focus it focused for a second and then it stopped. But she's got a very kind of look on her face. I don't want to ever do that face again. That was horrible. But that's the look on her face. That will not be the thumbnail.
No. Mm-mm.
No. But if I made somebody laugh, it's worth it. So I pulled some more cards.
I
For
cannot
clarification.
seem to find the video that you're talking about.
Fair enough. I pulled some more. I pulled a clarifier with three cards as a clarifier, and then like another card for this.
Mm-hmm.
Not good for you.
No, it is definitely not what the doctor ordered. No.
And the thing about when you perhaps are like with powdered sugar, there's a high and a crash and a high and a crash and a high and a crash. And then there's a burden on your back.
In your heart. Yeah.
And there's really only one way to do this, because that's what it should be, but it actually feels like pouring things back and forth between that cup. It doesn't feel like temperance. If anything, it feels like that. So let me have a quick look, because I'm
well, while you're looking for that, I will check in the chat. See, Torino, if someone, any person, especially of a certain age, has had a habit, and this is not specifically any one person, this is an overall thing, but if someone of a certain age has had a habit for a certain amount of time, and that habit involves something that, you know, it would be classified as an upper or whatnot, that is not good on the old ticker, because, you know, you're up and then you're down and then you're up and then you're Elvis. So I mean, you know, because at some point you got to have something to wake up, and then you got to have something to go to sleep, and then you got to have something that makes you, you know, able to deal with people outside your door, and then you have to have something, you know, it's just, yeah.
If you have just a couple of minutes, I'm not gonna run the audio on this, but I want to share, because I found the MSNBC has the artist rendition, courtroom sketch artist work, plus the video of him sitting there.
Okay, let's do it.
But like I said, I'm not going to, because it doesn't matter what they're saying. You get the point. All right, so this is, that's the. Oh yeah.
The eyebrows.
Yeah. Oh dear. that is unfortunate in so many ways. Both of those. Yeah. And what's with the nails?
I don't know, but they aged her 30 years in that court drawing. 30, 40 years. Because I don't know how, but she looks to be at least in her 60s in that.
He does look like he just sucked on a lemon. Yeah.
And he looks like his eyebrows are about to take off from his face.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, isn't that lovely? Isn't it lovely? Wouldn't it be lovely? All right, then they're talking. Oh, this is great. Letitia James walks out. Look at her face.
She's good. Not a care in the world, in her own lane, moisturized, thriving. We love that for a queen. Yes.
Yes. All right, and then we have a picture of him when he was sitting there. All right. And let me try to get to the part where you get the pool. Oh, here we go. I think this is when they start showing the pool. Here it is. Watch his mouth.
Mm.
He starts posing.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, is it just me or does his eyes look? He looks. I'm sorry. He looks drunk.
So they say he looked extremely tired, but that could be a descriptor too. Again, when you have to start taking things to function in any way, and then you take something too far, and then you got to take something to go the other way, and back and forth, then it's not good for your brain. It's not good for your body. It's not good for your ticker. It's just, yeah.
But he keeps having to open and close his mouth every once in a while, like he's not getting enough air.
Mm.
Hello, dear. How you doing? All right. Well, anyway, so I wanted to share that
Yes.
because
Very interesting. Very, very interesting.
I thought you'd want to see.
Yes.
All right. Yes, I agree. Joel Isaac could also be his heart. Charlie C. Sage of Fires is could be long COVID. Could be. I don't know. I'm sharing what I saw.
Yes.
Yep. So anyway, all right. That's going to do it for us for today. But Sarah's going to be back tomorrow.
Yes.
One more day with you. And then Sarah's going to
Absolutely.
have 2 very hard-earned 2 days off. 2 very 2 hard days off. So it'll just be me, I'm afraid. But on Sunday and Monday. But yeah, then we go back to when Sarah joins us on Wednesdays.
Yes.
Good.
It'd be fun. We have a good time.
We do.
So, yes.
And thank you, everybody. And thank you, Miss Sarah.
Oh, you are more than welcome, dear. And again, everybody, I'm sorry for the change of venue and the energy's a little off over here and everything's yellow. I feel like I'm in a Coldplay video, but it's all good.
You don't have to apologize for. You're great. You're great. And I'm glad that you look more comfortable. That makes me happy.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you.
Joyce Matthews saying no staycation for Sarah.
Maybe later in the year, but not right now. So,
all right. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Lois says, love the Dream Team analysis. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your day. You're not alone. We are in this together, and there really are good days ahead. All right.
Yes.
So take care, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow.
Absolutely. Bye.